Okay, well, welcome back here. Well, we have gone through an inning and a third, inning and two-thirds here, the bottom of the first. Just hoping that maybe this game will actually play the way it's supposed to. So I'm sorry about the technical difficulties here. We got Josh Hamilton, 1-0 pitch with two outs. Let's see what happens here. Base hit up the middle, and he's in there. So it looks like the speed looks pretty okay. So might have something. Things have gotten to normal here. Hershiser, two hits so far. One of them is off a caught stealing, though. Slaughter, 2 for 9 this series with one RBI. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Garrett will step on a bag that'll end the inning. Top of the second, you got Yastrzemski with 2 homers, 4 RBIs in this series. Then Van Slyke and then Joe Torre. Perry gave up a hit, but also struck out a man at first. Line drive and a base hit, looping it right over Brian Roberts for the leadoff single. 3 for 8 with 3 RBIs for Van Slyke this series as the 0-1. Ground ball to second. 4-6 for the force out. One down. Joe Torres hit the ball well. 5 for 11 this series. There's a pitch. Throw to second, not in time. Van Slyke with the steal. High throw by the catcher, not in time. Here's Joe Torre. The 3-1. A drive to center, well hit, but it'll be caught by Mullins. And he's going to keep him there. There's a good chance here. Will they walk Collins? He's 3 for 12 in this series. He's driven in 2 runs. And face the pitcher. We'll see. That's a 2-2. Struck him out. Nice slider. They got him. So they challenged him. A contact hitter, no less. And he comes out with it unscathed. As we go to the bottom of the second now, Burgess, Mullins, and Roberts. Burgess is 4 for 11, has driven in 5 runs, had a 2-run single the last game. And looking to spark his team here. Maybe get on 1-2 by Hershiser. There's a drive to right field. Nice, well hit for a base hit, and he's on. Cedric Mullins drove in 3 runs last game's 2 for 9 this series, the 2-2. Weak pop up to Edgar Martinez in foul territory. He makes the catch. And there's out number one, Brian Roberts, 4 of 11, a 1-0. Drives it the other way. That's going to fall in the gap for a base hit. That's extra bases. And coming in to score is Burgess and a 1-0 lead for North Carolina. Well, that ball was really well hit. Here is Gaylord Perry here to maybe get a chance to move run on a third. 2-2, he swung on him. That's a nice fastball there. And Hershiser decided not to waste any time here. Challenges him and gets the out. Appling let off with a hit. Ball to short. A-Rod to Garrett to end the inning. But North Carolina picks up a run in the bottom of the second. They're up 1-0. You got Hershiser, a good hitting pitcher. Then Keelan and Martinez. Here's the pitch to Hershiser, the 0-1. Fly ball right field. This is playable for Slaughter as a first out. Keeler singled, but was left stranded. A 1-0. Ground ball to first right at Grace. And there's a second out. Martinez 0 for 1. He's 2-14 this series. The 2-2. Swung on a miss on a fastball, struck him out. Grace, 0-1, 0 for 1 today. Drive to center, and he'll loop it in there for a base hit. Leadoff single. Josh Hamilton 0 for 1. Two nothing lead. Not one. But anyway, whatever so they're doing in a run here. The 1-0 to Hamilton drives it the other way, but this is caught by Yastrzemski. Zimmerman, the 1-2. Swung on a miss on a change, strike three. Enos Slaughter 0 for 1 today. Ground ball to second. Collins will throw to Garrett in the inning. Nothing across here through three. Take a look at the box score. So we see that Hamilton's driven a run. Game log. So take a look at the bottom of the first. Let's look at the top of the first here because that's the action that was missing here. Keeler singled. Martinez struck out swinging. Garrett flagged to center. And Rodriguez grounded out 6-3. Bottom of the first. Appling doubled. Mark Graves grounded out 3-1 with Appling going to third, a ground ball out by Hamilton. Scored Appling. There's been your game action right here. And Gaylord Perry entering the fourth, but you do have hitters who have really been hitting the ball well. It just hasn't been, they haven't been opportunistic in their run scoring. Garrett looking to make some damage here. Perry has to be careful. The 2-2 fires. There's a drive to center. This ball's well hit. That's going to fade away from the center field. That'll be extra base for Gehrig. I'm going to second. He's headed to the third. He will be in there with a stand-up triple. And just with the doctor order here for New York, they got A-Rod. Has a chance driving a run, maybe even tie the game, a 1-1. Lines it to center, and I'll drop in for a base hit. There's the first RBI of the game. And A-Rod comes to win an RBI single. And the deficit's cut to 2-1. Yastrzemski singled. The 1-2 drives it to center. It's going to be extra bases over Mullins' head. The throw to second's on in time. Big double. And here come the Yankees. And Perry's in trouble. Van Slyke, the 0-1. Well, there's a high fly ball. It's deep. This is going. Forget it. It's gone. Boy, a slider that didn't slide. And no doubt about it, drive into the right field seats. In a big 3-run homer for Andy Van Slyke. It is now 4-2 New York. And Van Slyke with his first of the postseason. A big drive here. And Perry's been hit lit for 4 runs here. Torrey, then Collins and Hershiser. There was a warning that they were going to hit the ball very well. It was a line drive single here for Torrey. And this could be trouble. And that'll be it for Gaylord Perry. They're not going to waste any time with this at all. Just 3 innings. In comes Jim Rowland. Jim Rowland, 2 2/3, 2 earned runs in game one. 1 inning and no runs, excuse me, in game three. Here's Eddie Collins, 0-1. Now ball to short, 6-4 on the put out. First out. Chance for Hershiser to move a runner over. Over second, not in time. A steal for Collins. A 1-0 Hershiser. Ground ball to first, unassisted, but the runner will move over to third. 2 outs now for Keeler, is 1 of 2. The 0-1 drives it right at the shortstop to an inning, but not before New York plates 4. 4 runs and 5 hits. Take a look at the stat line. For Gaylord Perry, 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and a home run. Yeah, Hershiser's getting up 2 runs, but he's in there. And got to figure out if Roll's going to pitch a second inning of work here. Got Burgess, Mullins, and Roberts. Now, Roll might only pitch 1 here if he, to bring a pinch hitter. The 0-1, ground ball to second. Collins will throw to Garrett for the first out. Nice pitch. Cedric Mullins drives it high. It is deep. It is going right inside the foul pole for a home run. And Cedric Mullins, with North Carolina's first home run of the postseason, has cut the deficit to 1. A big blast here. Make it 4-3. And for all the intents and purposes of seeing the wind blowing in, they're still hitting him out. Roberts singled and drove in a run last time up. The 2-2. Line drive base hit. Man is on. Most likely Jim Rowland. They're going to keep him in there. The 3-1. The bunt. They got him. Nice play there. Nice bunt there by Rowland. Appling. The 1-2. 1 for 2, excuse me. 3-0, and he walks him. And now you got Mark Grace with 2 runners on, who singled his last time up. 3-2, and he walks him. Bases are loaded. Josh Hamilton, 0 for 2 with an RBI, ground ball RBI, and he's going to do some damage with 2-2. Line driving a base hit up the middle. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and North Carolina has retaken a lead. So that never quit attitude of North Carolina is paying off here. And they're going to take out Hershiser as they remove him from the ball game, having pitched just 3 1/3 innings. The Pino last game was credited with a blown save and a loss. The 3-2. 7-0 this year, Ben. He struck him out in the inning, but not before they plate 3 runs of their own. We'll take a look at Hershiser's stat line. And this game all of a sudden is taking a certain offensive twist. Now the bullpens are going to be asked to come in and do the job. 3 2 thirds innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run surrendered. Here comes Martinez, Gehrig, and Rodriguez. Drive to right field. This is playable for Slaughter. And there's the first out of the inning. Gehrig 1 for 2 today with a triple. 3-1. And going to walk him. Rodriguez 1 for 2. Drilled the runner basing to score Gehrig. 3-2. Not in time. Nice fastball for strike 3. Gehrig slides in with a steal. 2 down with a man at second for Yastrzemski, who has singled twice. Ground ball second. Roberts picks up the ball, throws it the first out of the inning. So clean inning here for North Carolina, looking to build on their lead in the bottom of the 5th. Lupino's second inning of work. He got Slaughter, Burgess, and Mullins. He's a lefty. He has the advantage here. Ground ball, a base hit to right. Well hit by Slaughter. And he's on with at the top of the 5th. Smokey Burgess singled, scored. He's driven in 5 runs this series. A 2-2. Swung on a miss. High fastball, strike 3. Mullins ripped a first postseason home run. The 1-0. Ball second. They'll throw to first to get the sure out. They'll leave the runner at second here, though, and a chance in the scoring position. Brian Roberts come on in. The 2-2. Line drive, a base hit up the middle. Roberts will score on a run, and it is now 6-4. And now they're gonna take out Roland and bring in J.R. Hart. His 4th appearance. 0 for 1 or strikeout in the first game, 0 for 1 in the second game, a pinch hit single in the third game, and we'll see what he does now with a runner on, the 1-1. Weak pop up to second base. That'll end the inning, but not before they score another run. 6-4 North Carolina and on top of the 6th. Here comes Darren Holmes, who picked up the win in the last game and has pitched in every game in the series. You wonder how effective he can be, having pitched in his 4th game. Like Roland pitched 2 solid innings. No hits, no runs. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Van Slyke, then Torrey, then Collins, and the bottom of the order hit the ball pretty well. Van Slyke has had a base clearing double and a 3-run homer to account for his RBIs. Here's the 2-2. Van Slyke and Holmes known for his good slider. Here's a pitch. Here's a drive. He blasts it. It is deep. It is going, and it is gone over the center field wall. That's Van Slyke's 2nd home run of the game. Two home runs in this game for Van Slyke. And New York has cut the lead to 1. Joe Torre 1 of 2. Ground ball to short. Appling will fire to race for the first out. Big hit here. And just a sort of a precursor here to just let North Carolina know that they're not going to quit. 0 for 2 for Collins. He has picked up a stolen base. There's a drive, a loop set in right field for a base hit. Billy Herman to come on in and pinch hit. And we'll put Babe Herman, excuse me, singled and scored on a run. And 1 for 3 in game 3. Take a look at the DePino stat line. An inning and a third for DePino. 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. We'll see who's going to come up in the bullpen. Here comes Babe Herman, the 0-1. Ground ball down the line. That's going to be for extra bases. Into the corner it goes. And a nice throw there by Slaughter to keep the runners at bay. But a big RBI double, but a big double, excuse me. He's 3 for 5 with a double. 1 down. And now you got Wee Willie Keeler. Probably is 1 of 3. You don't want a Holmes, ground ball, and a nice play by Roberts to hold him on for the second out. And that's the one thing I was mentioning about Darren Holmes. He's pitched in 4 consecutive games in relief, and you're wondering how effective he's going to be. Well, he's given up 3 hits and an earned run. And Edgar Martinez is 2 for 16 this series. He's 0 for 3, but 1 big hit, even a single, it just changed the complexion of this game here and tilted back into the Yankees' favor. First ball hitting here for Martinez. Line drive and a base hit. That'll score in 1 run. That'll score in 2 runs. Just like that. The Yankees have regained the lead in the 6th. And that's the thing about bringing in a reliever all the time. It's nice to bring him in, but if he's going to be constantly tired the way he is, and he's been getting hit here. Here's a pitch to Gehrig. Drive to center. This is playable for Mullins. They'll pick up the out, but not before the Yankees respond with 3 runs of their own to take a 7-6 lead. Still, it's 7-6, but it's only the bottom of the 6th here. Appling, Grayson, Hamilton. And Jim Johnson to come on in. Johnson, who had an appearance in game 2, pitched 1 inning and struck out 2. They're looking for an inning or 2 from him. The 1-2 to Appling. 4-1, 3.06 ERA this year. Swung on a miss and a curve, strike 3. Mark Grace the 3-2. Line drive base hit. So Grace singled his last time up, drew a walk. The appearance after, and singles again here. Josh Hamilton, the 3-1. Weak pop-up. Got it. Out. Number 2. Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 3 today. He's been really quiet this series. There's a 1-0. Ground ball to short. A-Rod will throw to first out of any inning. And a job well done by Jimmy Johnson. A-Rod, Yastrzemski, and Van Slyke. Scott Bankhead. Who in the first game had 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. We'll take a look at Holmes' stat line. I believe it's just 1 inning. And he did give up 3 runs and 3 earned. And surrendered a home run. 4 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and his given a blown save here. This game has been pretty wild here, and then it seems like last batter, um, last licks wins. We'll see what happens here. A-Rod to face Bankhead. 5-2 with a 5.37 ERA. They've hit him pretty hard this year. There's a line drive, but right at Hamilton for the first out. They've hit him 307 this year. So it's going to be a bit concerning here as Yastrzemski 2 for 3. The 0-2, there's a drive to center. Left center, excuse me. Hamilton again. Same spot for the second out. The 0-2 to Van Slyke. Another base hit. Home run, and single now for Van Slyke. Joe Torre, 1 of 3. There's a 2-0. Weak pop up. And this will be caught by Roberts to end the inning. Side has been retired. And on to the bottom of the 7th as North Carolina looks to tie this series and keep their playoff hopes alive. Slaughter, Burgess, and Mullins to come on in. Jim Johnson with a second inning of work and a 2-1. Ground ball to second. Collins will make a routine play to pick up the ball, throwing to Garrett for the out number 1. Smokey Burgess 1 of 3. 2-0. There's a drive to right field. This is playable for Keeler. There's a second out. Mullins with a big solo home run. Here's a 2-2. Drives it to right center. There's a base hit. Second out of the ballgame. Brian Roberts 3 for 3 and has driven in 2 runs. A 2-0. Ground ball to second. Collins throws the ball to first. That ends the inning. And a job well done by Johnson. Pitches 2 solid innings here. We'll take a look at his stat line. For 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. Might be seeing Betances coming in the 8th. Collins, then the pinch hitter for Johnson, for sure. Collins 1 for 3 with a steal. Drives it to center as his second hit of the ball game. In comes Hank Greenberg for a pinch hit appearance. Greenberg, who singled in his only pinch hit appearance of the series, the 0-1. Drives it high. It is deep. At the track, at the wall, it's gone. A 2-run opposite field home run. And a big blast to make it 9-6 New York. Boy, that one's gonna hurt. Well, here's Keeler, 1 of 4. And Bankett's been spanked pretty hard, the 1-0. Drives it center, but it'll be caught by Mullins for the out. Martinez drove in a big 2 runs to give his team the lead, a 3-2 here. Ball right to the pitcher. Bankett will throw it to first for the second out. Garrett 1 of 3 with a triple. Has stolen a base today. Has scored a run. A 2-0. Lines it right to Grace. But not before 2 runs come in. Dellin Betances. It's 1 inning, 2 hits, and a strikeout of the last game. looking to step up and maintain something here. Well, Corey Seager to come on in a pinch hit. Scott Bankhead. We'll look at Bankhead's stat line. What do you ever get rocked? 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and a home run surrendered. Boy, he's been hit solid this series. So Corey Seager to come on with his second at bat of the series. Let's see what he can do. There's ball hitting here against Betances, a hard throwing right-hander. Ground ball to first. Garrett will feel the ball, step on the bag at first, and collect the first out of the inning. Appling, 1 of 3, and was scored a run. Ground ball to second. Collins fires to first, got it. Second out. Well, they've been going pretty quiet. 2 for 3 with a walk for Grace today. Here's a 2-1. Drives at the center, but it's like camps under it and picks up the out for the final out of the inning. And they go quietly. 1, 2, 3. North Carolina's fifth pitcher here is Greg Holland, whose last start resulted in a save. Rodriguez, Yastrzemski, and Van Slyke to come on in. 1 of 4 for A-Rod today. Here's a 2-2. 38 saves this year. But here they just need to keep off the bases here and off the scoreboard, and ground ball to third. Zimmerman will fire to Grace for the first out. Yastrzemski, excuse me, 2 for 4. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to first, hard hit here with a fastball. Grace picks it up and will step on a bag for the second out. Van Slyke is 3 for 4, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. The 0-2 to Van Slyke. Fly ball to left field under his Hamilton. That, my friends, ends the inning. To the bottom of the ninth, as they're 3 outs away here from sealing the deal. And John Franco to come on in to close the game. Johnson, Betances with a clean inning. And John Franco Betances pitched really well. Now John Franco, who makes his first appearance of the playoffs, come on in and send this game in a victory column for New York as they can get them moved around too. They do have 4 of the next 5 batters are left-handers. This could be a plus for them. John Franco, 3-9 this year, 3.21 ERA, 40 saves, batters hit a 283 clip against them. Ground ball to second, right to Collins, who will throw to first and collect the first out of the inning. 1 down, big out. Zimmerman 1 for 4 today. Here's a 1-0. Ground ball to third. And a ball's thrown away here. A bad throw here by Martinez, and there's an error. 1 man out for Slaughter. He's 1 for 4 today. The 0-2. Line drive, base hit. So the inning continues. Burgess 1 for 4. And has had some good rips with runners in scoring position. Here's the 3-2. and he walks him. The bases are loaded. Cedric Mullins is 2 for 4 with a home run and a single. Now here you got one down. You have a chance to get yourself closer. Of course, the ultimate thing is for him to hit the ball out of the park and end this game. We'll see what happens. So Frank is in trouble here. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and he got him. Big strikeout by Cedric Mullins. Brian Roberts 3 for 4 has driven in 2 runs. Could this be the final batter of North Carolina's season? Here's the pitch. Line drive and a base hit. 1 run scores. The answer is no. Brian Roberts with his third RBI hit of the day to make it 9-7. Rick Orel to come on in and pinch hit. You got runners, bases loaded, 2 down. And again, a single with, even though Burgess is not a great runner, could tie this game. Here's Farrell, the 0-2. There's a drive to left. This is playable for Yaz. That'll end it. And despite the run, New York prevails 9-7 and wins the series in 4. And on to the division series of New York Yankees. A big 9-7 win. A tough loss there for North Carolina, who did have a lead at a certain point, but New York just too much for them. Just too much. And a big win here as New York wins 9-7, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for New York. The Knights, 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Frank DePino. He goes to 1-1. The losing pitcher is Darren Holmes. He goes 1-1. John Franco collects his first save. Jimmy Johnson and Betances with holds. And just a tough way to go. John Franco, 1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, not earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and the save. And he gets the job done for the win. And New York prevails. Just a great performance all around. Just a solid performance here by Andy Van Slyke, who really hit the ball hard today. We'll take a look and got his chance team to win. We'll see who New York is going to play next in round 2. We know we have Florida. We know we have New York. It's just a matter of seeing who they're going to play next. They're going to be able to reset their rotation. Look, North Carolina had a very good season. They just were confronted with a much better opponent who had much more hitting power, and it showed. So the game ends 9-7, a wild game. with New York prevailing and winning the series 3-1. So on behalf of the WB8 network, I wish everybody a very nice day. Please follow us on the World Baseball Association site on YouTube, follow our game clips, and wish you next time. And hopefully later today, today's Saturday morning, and probably Saturday afternoon, we'll probably get a game in. Most likely, we'll probably get Ohio and Pennsylvania for game 4. And we'll take it then. We'll see if we're able to squeeze a game at night. I don't know if we're going to put Puerto Rico versus California or the Dominican Republic and Texas. We'll take a look and see how the schedule fits out. So on behalf of yours truly, I wish you a pleasant day and take care.